I'm Daniel. I'm now the Chief Marketing Officer for Toradex, and we have some new exciting things to show. So we just announced today that we have a collaboration with Synaptics. You can see, so we bring our software Torizon to the Astra family of boards. And we also have some new hardware where we tease together with Synaptics. And today on this booth, it's all about how to go from prototyping to volume production. So Toradex really helps Synaptics to get into new markets where people maybe don't buy 500,000 chips. They may only have a few thousand a year. So Toradex can help them because our strength is really to enable people to use chips, AI, like the latest technology, even they may don't have a lot of embedded Linux experience or hardware design.
So it's like you're enabling special projects and advanced new ideas, right?
Yeah, so we are able to serve a lot of fragmented markets, and we are very strong in industrial and medical and everywhere where high reliability is required, right? And for example, we will have hardware, right? So that's a teaser of an upcoming product here with the SL1680 here in a common form factor. And we will show more of that at Embedded World North America, right? So that's the hardware we do, but our software is also available basically on any Synaptic-based, product, right? The Eval kit here. But if people use this product and then design their own product with the Synaptics chip, they can now use Torizon software.
And what's in there?
Yeah, so that's just to show. So that's not with Synaptics. That's just one of our common system on module to explain people for what Toradex is famous. So we are really famous for this system on module, and we will also do with Synaptic a system on module here.
On the Verdin.
Yeah,
could be.
So could be. Yeah.
So you will announce later.
Yeah,
maybe at the next Embedded World.
Exactly. Yeah. So there will be announcements coming up. Yeah.
And with Torizon on all this, that means you can help with the security and updates, safe updates.
Exactly right. So really, one big driver for Torizon is the EU Cyber Resilient Act, right? So for example, you can see it here, right? That's our production-focused hardware. And Torizon helps people in the development, so they make it much easier to develop. We have a demo gallery, we have integrated with Visual Studio Code. We have a very secure over-the-air update system, which is a requirement for the CRA. And we also have a lot of monitoring. And the newest feature is our vulnerability manager. So for every embedded Linux release we do, we scan for vulnerabilities every day. And then if we get vulnerabilities, we look at them and we have automated tooling, but we also have a security team reviewing all vulnerabilities. And for example, here in this demo, we have 3, and then they basically analyze that and translate that in a language our customer can understand, and also let them know which vulnerabilities are critical, they really have to fix, they're really exploitable, and which one they maybe don't need to fix. So really reducing the work our customer have to spend in managing vulnerabilities.
And with all these AI, all this stuff, there's more need for security also.
Yes, I mean nowadays, of course, with AI, everything is connected because many of the models you wanna train, but then you have drift, so you have to retrain, you have to update that, and then of course, as more of connectivity you have, it needs more security. But the big thing is really regulation, right? So far in our industry, a lot of the security stuff was driven by best practices. So you had companies which gave a lot of focus on best practices and some maybe a little bit less. But now it really changes, right? You can also see that here if you really go into a Cyber Resilient Act, right? So the time is really ticking. So the first regulation come in place end of 2026, and then the full force come in 2027. And we have really, if you go over the requirements, you can see here a lot of different requirements, and you see always how Toradex and Torizon helps to comply with that, right?
And when they're launching the new platform 2600,
yeah.
Maybe there's even more opportunity for you to collaborate also on there.
Yeah, that will come. We already agreed. So we will also support the 2610. So you will have basically all application processor from Synaptics here supported with Torizon, right?
And I guess sometimes you have customers that get so successful, they want to go to big quantities.
Yeah.
How did they do that?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's possible. Really, you do not need to use Toradex hardware, right? You can your own design. If you're ready with Toradex, we also can help you to scale. So we do design-ins, and I mean, this is a this is a good example where we basically design down. It's not a module, right? It's really the chip down, and so here you can save a little bit cost because you don't need the connectors, right? So typically, what we see system on modules are basically a no-brainer below 10,000. Pieces a year. That's really, this economically typically doesn't make sense to do a design in. Then from 10,000 to 100,000, it depends a little bit, but most of the time system on modules are still a very good case. And then over 100,000, there are many cases where system on module doesn't make sense, but we can help customer to do a design in. And also Torizon, even a customer directly starts with a design in, they can profit from Torizon, as we support all the reference platform from Synaptics.
And here, this tech day, I hear a lot about open source. That's great for you, no?
Yes, yeah. We are really into open source. We are also really into mainline because we want to support our product for more than 10 years. And we basically only can do that if it's mainline supported. So we have a big push mainline first. This is not always possible from day one when there is a new chip, but really we're pushing ourselves, we're pushing our vendors to do that, to use mainline. Also, if our customer is peripheral, like Wi-Fi stuff or cameras and things like that, we try to motivate them to do that so we can support that. So you get, the patches and all of that. That's really in our thing. Also about Torizon, right? So if we go back and look a little bit closer at the architecture, most of it's open source, right? The main OS, it's built with Yocto. So if you know Yocto, you can actually customize it. But also if you don't know Yocto, you can use Torizon as a binary Linux distribution. And then we have tools where you can load device tree overlays so you can adjust it for your hardware. So it's basically a Yocto and a non-Yocto way to do that. But everything is open source. You can commit. There is already quite some people to send us patches. So there is really a community growing, and you can see there is other hardware here. Many of them, Toradex, even we don't have products with some of this, but we still support them.
And here, the tech day, did you have a nice discussions?
Yeah, it was very good. It's my first time doing that, but I really like it. And we have a lot of interesting meetings, a lot of interesting discussions. Yeah.